Good morning, students. In today's class, we discuss the equivalent of focal length for two thin lenses placed in contact. First, we need to understand what is a focal length, what is a principal focus. When a parallel beam of light is made to incident on a convex lens or concave lens, after refraction, light rays either converge at a point on the principal axis or appears to diverge from a point on the principal axis. This particular point on the principal axis is called a principal focus. The distance between the optic center and the principal focus is called as focal length. So, equivalent focal length for two thin lenses are placed in contact. In current electricity, you have learnt the equivalent resistance when two resistors are connected in series, when the same two resistance when they are connected in parallel. For series combination of resistance, equivalent resistance Rs equals to R1 plus R2. Whereas for parallel combination, equivalent resistance, that is 1 by R equivalent equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. That is a reciprocal of the equivalent resistance when two resistance connected in parallel is a sum total of the reciprocals of individual resistances. Likewise, here also, if f1 and f2 are the focal lengths of two thin lenses, if they are placed coaxially in contact, then reciprocal of equivalent focal length is equals to sum of reciprocals of the focal lengths of individual lenses. That is the final relation what we are going to get. From examination point of view, this question is been asked in the examination. You need to write some explanation in connection with the ray diagram as well as the derivation part. So, let us consider two thin lenses L1 and L2 having a focal lengths f1 and f2 placed coaxially along a principal axis. Let O be the luminous point object placed on the principal axis in front of the combination of two lenses. So, you can visualize things with a ray diagram. Time being, you need to write all this explanation pertaining to the ray diagram. In that context, I just going through the explanation. Once if you refer to the diagram, you will understand the subject. Light rays from the object after refraction at the lenses produce a point image I on the principal axis. Let I dash be the image formed due to refraction at lens L1 in the absence of lens L2. Further, equivalent lens is a lens which produces the same effect as produced by the combination. Note, lenses being thin, distances measured from optic center are nearly equal to the distances measured from the point of contact. Now, refer to the ray diagram. Keenly observe the ray diagram. In this particular ray diagram, L1 and L2 are the two lenses placed coaxially having a common principal axis. O be the luminous point object placed to the left of the combination at a distance u from the point of contact. F1, F2 are the focal lengths of individual lenses. Now, to get the final position and nature of the final image, we have to consider a set of rays starting from the object. Here, we are considering two rays starting from the object point object O. A ray of light from the point object O along the principal axis directed towards the optic centers of the two lenses travels undeviated. In other words, light doesn't bend at all if light is along the principal axis. Another ray we have considering that ray very close to the principal axis, incidenting on the lens L1. Observe the ray diagram. Another second ray of light incidenting on the lens L1. After refraction, it advances into the other medium and produces an image I dash in the absence of lens L2. The refracted light from lens L1 acts as an incident ray for a lens L2. Once again the light undergo refraction at a lens L2, thereby the light bends towards the normal, towards the principal axis and produces the final image I. What you need to notice here is I dash is the image formed due to refraction at lens L1 alone in the absence of lens L2, whereas I is the final image produced due to refraction at both the lenses L1 and L2. So V dash is the image distance for the image formed due to refraction at L1. I is the final image and image distance being V. Now using a lens formula, we can deduce an expression for the equivalent focal length. So already we have learnt the lens formula. Lens formula for refraction at a lens L1 in the absence of a lens L2, that is reciprocal of focal length of lens L1 equals to 1 by V dash minus 1 by U, where V dash is the image distance for the image produced by lens L1, U is the object distance. Then the refracted light from lens L1 incidents on the lens L2. The refracted ray from lens L1 being directed towards I dash. So here for refraction at lens L2, I dash is to be considered as a virtual object. For lens L1, O is the point object, I dash is the image. For a refraction at lens L2, I dash acts as a virtual object and I is the final real image for refraction at lens L2. Then lens formula for refraction at lens L2. For lens L2, the object distance is V dash, whereas image distance is V. Writing the lens formula for refraction at lens L2, we can write 1 by F2 equals to 1 by image distance, that is V, minus 1 divided by object distance, that is V dash. Let's call this as equation 2. Suppose the above two lenses L1 and L2, if they are replaced by a single lens L, which produces the same effect as produced by the combination of two lenses, then this particular lens L is called as equivalent lens. What is equivalent lens? Equivalent lens is that single lens which produces the same effect as produced by the combination, called as equivalent lens. So you can keenly observe here, object distance are same for the combination of lenses and a single lens L, and the image distance I is the same for both the cases, that is for combination of two lenses and a single lens. So here single lens L is equivalent lens. For this equivalent lens, the object distance is U, image distance is V. Writing the lens formula for the refraction at lens L2, we have written, that is equation 2. Similarly, the lens formula for refraction at equivalent lens L can be written as 1 by F equals to 1 by V minus 1 by U. Let's call this as equation 3. So what are the three equations? Equation 1 is a lens formula for refraction at lens L1 in the absence of lens L2, and equation 2 is lens formula for refraction at lens L2, and equation 3 is lens formula for refraction at equivalent lens L. Further, adding equations 1 and 2, we get 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2 equals to 1 by v minus 1 by u. Let's call this as equation 4. So, equating equations 3 and 4. Equation 3 is a lens formula for equivalent lens. Equation 4 is the addition of equations 1 and 2. So, equating these equations 3 and 4, we get 1 by f equals to 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2. Hence, the reciprocal of equivalent focal length of combination of thin lenses is the sum of reciprocals of the focal lengths of individual lenses. So, as in the case of current electricity, resistance is connected in parallel. Equivalent resistance, we write it as 1 by R equivalent equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Likewise, here equivalent focal length, reciprocal of the equivalent focal length is the sum total of reciprocals of the focal lengths of individual lenses. Note, if the second lens L2 is a concave lens, then equivalent focal length is given by 1 by f equals to 1 by f1 minus 1 by f2. Since the focal length of the concave lens, that is f2, being negative, we do write 1 by f equals to 1 by f1 minus 1 by f2. Further, equivalent power of the combination. As in the earlier video, we have discussed the power of the lens is a reciprocal of the focal length measured in meter. SI unit to measure power is diopter. So, equivalent focal length, we have derived a relation 1 by f equals to 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2, whereas 1 by f is nothing but power of the lens. That's why equivalent power of the combination is given by P equals to P1 plus P2 plus P3, where P1, P2, P3 are the powers of the thin lenses placed in contact. Since 1 by f is P, 1 by f1 is P1, 1 by f2 is P2, 1 by f3 is P3. Note, if two lenses placed coaxially and separated by a distance d. So, observe this diagram, particular diagram. L1 and L2 are the two lenses having a focal lengths f1 and f2. They are separated by a distance d. Then equivalent focal length is given by 1 by f equals to 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2 minus d divided by f1 f2. So, once again, if two lenses are placed coaxially and separated by a distance d, then equivalent focal length is given by 1 by f equals to 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2 minus d divided by f1 f2. Thank you.